As many of you guys know, we're wrapping up the Season of the Haunted story, and obviously I'm still going into PvE and PvP and testing out builds and weapons and all that great jazz. But for this video specifically, I want to talk about the new Titan Gauntlets that came with the season called the Second Chance. Now, before we get into it, if you haven't had the opportunity to complete the Duality Dungeon, again, I will be doing carries periodically throughout the season live on Twitch, twitch.tv/ItsDaveTVGaming. That link will be in the description. Again, I do stream 3 times a week, and we've already carried 20 plus people through the dungeon, and so we'll definitely be able to help you out. But the other thing that'll definitely be good is that if you join my Discord, again, that's going to be the best way for us to communicate back and forth. We've done it no comms before, but again, it's much easier just to communicate through Discord. And also, if you're looking to do other activities or play other games or just talk about a couple different topics, whether it's PC tech, anime, etc., again, that will be in my Discord as well. Also, something very cool, now that we're partnered on YouTube, we do have the memberships option available. Again, if you want to look into it, if you look down right above the description on the right, it says join. Again, you can always look into it. There's going to be exclusive member badges, again, emotes you can use whenever I go live on YouTube as well, which I'm looking into doing. But again, it's totally optional. It's something if you want to look into. If you believe I'm adding value or entertainment with my content here on YouTube, or just, you know, anywhere across the board on social media, again, this is one way to support me. Again, totally optional though. Alright, on how to obtain these exotic gauntlets. Again, any new exotic armor can be obtained through doing the Legend or Master Lost Sector solo, and then making sure that that day is gauntlets, because obviously these are exotic gauntlets. Making sure you do it on your Titan. Again, I'd recommend just farming the Legendary instead of the Master. Yes, you have a higher chance on Master, but you can also get through the Legendary a lot faster, in my opinion. But again, that's gonna be the way you obtain these. Alright, let's talk about its perk, Myrmidon's Reach. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. If I butchered it, just let me know in the comments. But you gain a second charge of your shield throw melee, which becomes shield piercing and stuns anti-barrier champions. It sounds interesting, but let's actually talk about it. So in PvE activities, I don't find myself using these gauntlets, even if there are no champions. Like, yes, you could definitely get a build down to have max melee, to have max shields, to get the overshield. I mean, even being able to add volatile to targets by using the 2 shield throws, again, that's cool and all, but again, I really don't find myself using these gauntlets over something like Heart of Inmost Light and something like PvE. Again, Heart of Inmost Light is just cracked out for Void 3.0. Like, it still is very good. So again, in PvE, these are good for, you know, just in general. It's not the best, but the main thing here that I wanted to test out is the stunning of the anti-barrier champions. So I will admit, this one thing is cool, is that no matter what, it one taps a barrier champion, so you don't have to spend a bunch of time shooting the barrier off an anti-barrier champion, which, you know, it's nice and all, but like, is it worth sacrificing the exotic when it comes to higher tier activities, because that's where champions are, right? I personally don't think so. Again, Arbalest right now is probably easily the best anti-barrier weapon we have, especially for being special and kinetic all at the same time. Plus, it takes down other shields very easily as well. So do I think these are worth it when it comes to the anti-barrier champion specifically? No, but like I said, I do like that they one tap even on the Master Lost Sector. Like, I could one tap those guys with the shield throw. That was nice. I will admit it's nice. It's a cool concept, but do I think it's better than other options? I don't think so. Now, I did want to talk about PvP for a little bit, and I'm not sure if this is the right time to bring all this up, but the shield throw in PvP is just so weak. Like, yes, I understand kind of the utility is mostly to gain an overshield, but that barely even helps, because if you're in melee range, you get shotgunned or fusion rifled anyway, you're done. So it doesn't even matter that you got a partial overshield from the shield throw. The shield throw, I believe, only does like 60 damage, around 60 damage with the shield throw. I've seen other people talking about it and not liking like why that is, but again, in PvP, do not recommend. 0 out of 10 for that one. Now, again, the stats to focus on would obviously be strength. Again, you want to be able to have the fastest cooldown for the melee. And again, I do have a potential build and some mods here for you. So again, I'm on Void 3.0. I'm on Sentinel. Again, I have the shield throw on. Grenade, it doesn't really matter. I'm using controlled demolition. So when I hit a target with a void ability or volatile explosion, it makes them volatile. Further damage to the volatile target causes them to explode and grants you and nearby allies health when volatile targets explode near you. That's a lot. That's a mouthful. And then offensive bulwark. Again, when you have an overshield or inside a Ward of Dawn, your grenade charges significantly faster. You have an increased melee range and damage, and melee final blows extend the duration of your overshield. And while you're super, if you have the Sentinel Shield Super, you get 2 shield throws. That one doesn't really matter. The main thing here is the overshield. And again, with the shield throw, you're going to be able to gain an overshield for each target you hit, which is nice, and then also spread the controlled demolition. Fragment-wise, I'm just doing Echo of Expulsion, so they explode. More explosions equals more volatile, which means more explosions. They have Echo of Leeching. Melee Final Blows start health regeneration for you and nearby allies. Again, if you are in higher tier activities, being able to get a melee kill with the shield throw, being able to get the overshield and health regen, I think it's going to be good. And then Echo of Exchange, melee final blows, grenade energy, and then Echo of Provision is the reverse, where damaging targets with grenades grants melee energy. So I think that's pretty good. So for my helmet, I'm rocking Well of Tenacity. Again, pick up a Void Elemental Well, reduces the damage you take from combatants for a short time, which, you know, is a staple of just the Void 3.0 stuff. Next up, Bountiful Wells. Again, Elemental Well Mods that cause you, basically, once you spawn 1, it's going to spawn 2. I'm just going to sum that one up really fast here. For the chest piece, I'm Melee Well Maker for obvious reasons. Again, powered melee combatant final blows spawn elemental wells, matching your subclass energy type. We're on Void, so it's going to spawn a Void Elemental Well. For my boots here, it looks like I have heavy-handed. Again, while I'm charged with light, regain half of your melee energy when you use your charge melee ability, consuming 1 stack of charge of light. And again, there's an extra bonus for having a arc mod on, but that's not really important here. Pretty much, as long as I'm charged with light and I throw my melee, I get melee energy back. And then obviously, to pair with this elemental charge, picking up a elemental well gives you charge of light, and if it matches your subclass energy type, you gain ×2. Again, that's just the summary of it. That's way faster than me reading it. But again, you can kind of tell the synergy, right? Melee Well Maker creates 2 Void Elemental Wells. You pick that up, you get Well Tenacity, you get Charge of Light, throw melees, get melee energy back. Again, picking up wells also gives you your melee energy back as well. Again, one of the features of Elemental Wells is whenever you pick them up, you get ability energy back in general. So, and then obviously being able to make them volatile, explode, overshield, more grenade, more melee, more explosions. Again, you can substitute in a lot of mods. I've talked about this previously. I am not the perfect mod guy for the perfect setup. I mess with so many builds and I just find stuff that works for me. So if you substitute something in here that you like, that you find better, go ahead and do so. I'm not stopping you. So my overall rating for this exotic, you know, I thought it was going to be higher. You know, in all reality, it's probably like a 4 or 5 out of 10. You know, it's a great concept, having 2 shield throws, having it anti-barrier. I think that's great. I just don't think there's a lot of utility for it right now, especially when you can use weapons, and then you also have something like, you know, Thunder Crash with Curious of the Falling Star. I mean, even something like Ward of Dawn with, you know, Heart of Inmost Light. I think Heart of Inmost Light still performs better than something like this, especially in PvE and even probably higher tier activities as well. So again, I wish I could rate this thing higher because it's cool. Like, being able to stun the anti-barrier champions is really cool. One-shotting them in master activities is cool. I just don't find myself using them as much as other exotics. In any event, ladies and gentlemen, that is my review of the second Chance Exotic Titan Gauntlets that came with the season. Again, if you like what you saw, again, you can always drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then turn that bell next to notifications so you don't miss out on another video. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you believe that I really added some value or some entertainment, again, you can always become a member. That button will be down there as well. And like I said, if you need help with the Duality Dungeon, be sure to follow me on Twitch, join my Discord. We will definitely be able to help you guys out. All right, in any event, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!
Last time we sent in a team was